What's up, guys? It's Derek here. I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys, especially for what happened today with the TKAT going off and everything. Just want to kind of recap my trade and how it was able to get me such a good profit today and what I pretty much did to kind of give you guys some insight, maybe to help you along with your progress and everything. So hopefully this video will do that for you. But I get a lot of questions about not only personally in direct messages, but also in the chat room, you guys ask a lot of times about entries and exits, when to play an alert, when not to play an alert, when to get in, when to get out, and all that's fine and dandy. But you got to remember that these are momentum trades, which means we don't stay in these stocks forever. Me personally, I don't like holding the stock um, too long, especially no matter where it's at. At the end of the day, I close it. I close my position no matter what it is. I'm not gonna hold it overnight, swing it. This is strictly for me to get in and get out, whatever the time frame may be. That's up to you. Okay. Now, as far as your entries and exit goes, when to get in and when to get out, that is going to go along with you planning your trade. If you don't have a plan for your trade and you're just jumping in because of FOMO, understand that you might lose everything that you put into that trade. So, that's the importance of trading a plan. So I'm gonna recap here real quick. TKT, my thought process with it. It's just gonna be a quick little general recap. I got things to do, so not gonna be on this thing for long. But let's kind of circle back to where it all started, because again, the alerts are just gonna tell you what stock you need to be looking at. At that point, you want to usually pull it up, look at it for a minute, start the plan, and then execute accordingly. This is what the alerts are designed to do, to let you guys know which stocks are in play that might be a good fit. Remember, our criteria is typically stocks between a dollar to 20, 30 to $30. We don't play blue chip stocks, anything like that. There's nothing wrong with playing those, but these alerts are specifically for these type of trades, because you don't need a lot of capital, but you can make substantial profit if you are planning correctly and hit your targets that you want. No matter what the percentage is, compounding interest will be your friend. The longer you do this, the better off you'll be. Yeah, there are other people who are making big dollars amount, but they're also risking a lot of dollars amount. Longevity is key here, so you guys got to understand that. Okay. um, Even if you're doing it once a day, you're getting 2 to 3% a day. That's, imagine doing that for 5 days straight, or with the PDT rule, you probably do it like 3 days straight. That adds up quickly. So understand that. But let's get into this trade. Let's get into this thought process, and you know see how things went. Okay. So I got it pulled up here, TK18. Now the first alert for it went off at like what, 8:13 my time, so that's probably like 11 o'clock Eastern time. And it let us know that the volume spiked at 679 at about 11:13. Okay, which is right around this area right here, where we got that alert. As a matter of fact, let me play this bad boy here to see if it'll speed up here, so you guys can kind of see this, how it played out in real time. I had to rewind it. So you got the alert, all right. 11:13. That's actually where it's at too, right there. You got that alert that, hey, this thing is going off at $6.79, and then it immediately jumped up. It's probably where your FOMO is kicking in, right? Obviously when alert goes off, you need the time to pull it up, look at it, start to plan. So around this time, I'm looking at it like, okay, this thing is definitely, it's moving. And a lot of times I use the MACD and the RSI for helping plotting my entries and exits. If you don't know what the MACD and the RSI is, guys, look it up. Okay, look it up. It should be something that's part of your strategic plan. You don't have to use those. You can use other indicators. There's like the Bollinger Bands. There's stochastics. A lot of indicators that are out there. You guys don't need to stick to the ones that I'm using. So keep that in mind. Okay. But anyways, alert went off. At that point right there is pretty much where I got. I was like, okay, this thing is running and running and running, because I knew that more green was coming on MACD. So my thought process was, you see this yellow line here? That is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. Okay, a lot of times when I do my trades, I'm using that as a level of support or resistance, depending on where it's at. The blue line is the exponential moving average, right? So I knew that I managed my risk. Like, if it ever broke this part, the VWAP, I'm gonna get out and take my profits. So when I got in right here, I told myself, until it breaks that, I'm not taking no profits. or I'm not closing out my position. So this thing just kept climbing and climbing and climbing all day. Now other alerts that go off, you'll see a lot of times they'll shoot up really quickly, and then 5-10 minutes later, what, they drop right back down. I know you guys experienced it. No alert system is perfect. I don't care who it is. A scanner is a scanner. But what the alert system that we're doing is filtering out a lot of the other noise, so you guys can just focus on the ones that's going to move. Because if a stock isn't moving, guess what? You're wasting your time, because it's not going to trade. You're not going to make no profit. Now look, even here at this point, where the MACD turned red, and it was reaching below the RSI, it's still above the VWAP. So I'm not worried at this point. I mean, I still got it at a good price. It's not broken. So I'm sitting there letting that bad boy ride. Now at this point, when I see that it's getting close to the VWAP, sometimes I might say, okay, you know what, I need to take out some profit. I'm doing good. Let me just lock something in and let the rest ride. This is why letting your winners win is very important. Okay. Sometimes you can scale into the position. I don't recommend scaling out, or trying to average down. I mean, you can do that if you want. Not me. um, but it all depends on your strategy. Every person is different. Everybody has different tolerances. This is just me. Okay. So keep that in mind. But again, this thing just kept sitting right above the VWAP. I'm like, where? I'm zooming out for you guys. There's no point of me, closing out this position. You could set like a stop loss if you want. I do mental stop losses, but I'm very disciplined. I've been doing this for a long time. Obviously, the other day when I lost like 3 grand, I wasn't very disciplined. I know you guys saw that, but emotions took over there. But if you're new, it's nothing wrong with using stop losses. Market makers try to take them out, but at least you're profiting. But look at this. This thing just kept right. We're at $18 right now, 19. I got it way back there, and this thing is still riding. And I think right here is where I scaled into my position. I added some more shares, so it averaged up, and it kept riding. It kept riding. Now, another thing too, obviously these indicators aren't all in all. There's no perfect indicator, and I like to say, indicators indicate, they never dictate. They don't make the decision for you. They just help you have a reason to enter in your position or to exit your position. This thing still kept going. So, it never broke the VWAP. And that's one of my things, is when it's break that VWAP, I know the Bears about to win. I'm getting out and waiting for another round for it to come back up. If it does. If it doesn't, leave it alone and move on to the next stock. So the stocks that we trade, guys, are very volatile, and we are trading them that have high value, because we're trying to get in and get out, not fall in love with these stocks. You can let it go to the moon if you want, or think it's going to go to the moon. That's up to you. But I'm letting you guys know how I trade in my positions and my entries and exits. Okay. So again, I entered in because I seen that it was, still holding up. From my strategy, it was still holding up. Still holding up. I got in right there at the V, but I was like, okay, that's a good time to get in. It looks like a little cup and handle right here. Okay. And so it broke the next high. I love it when it breaks the previous high, because I'm going to use that as my level of support. And then my major stop is going to be at that VWAP. So I'm taking, once it's broke the new high, okay, and then it goes up, I'm locking in profit. So when it comes back down here, if my stop loss gets taken out, that's fine. I'd rather wait for it to break the VWAP. But you can do either or, however you want to do it. So this thing just kept running. Of course, since it's after hours. That's it, guys. I mean, I took off like I said, I closed my position at the end of the day. I think I closed it somewhere around here, I believe. Whenever I had posted that, you guys, I was at 10 grand by that point. I was like, you know what, that's enough. Don't want to get too greedy, because ain't no telling this thing can drop off. And come to find out, it, it was no news. That you could see an alert. There was no news posted with this. So, you know, why the admins kept looking, they were searching, there was nothing to be found. Come to find out, this was a freaking Wall Street bets, thing that everybody was, posting in the forum. This is all off a Wall Street bets play. They're a new factor we got to consider as a catalyst now. But anyways, 9 times out of 10, that's how I'm going to play stock. So hopefully that helps you guys understand your entries and exits. Um, time is it? I gotta go. It's almost 3 o'clock. So yeah, that's pretty much one of the best trades. Obviously, I did IMTE, I believe, as well too. Let me see if I can look at that one for you guys real quick while I got some time here. Let me see if I can pull it up. If it's not, then that's fine. So IMTE. Yep. Let me pull that up for us here. Okay, IMT. Yes, sir. We got that first one. Let me see. When did we get that first alert there? Trying to hurry up so I can get ready to go real quick. I got things to do. 6:14. It was alerted when it was at 6:14, and that's not even like the best part. So it's probably, yeah, it was right there. 6:14. Go back and look at the chat room and alerts at that time frame. It was at 9:04 my time, which is like 12:04 your time. So it was probably right here where that thing went off right here, guys. Look at that. What do you see? Oh, it's above the exponential moving average. Okay, great. Now it's coming back down. It's coming back down. Didn't break the VWAP. I'm going to take my chance, measure my risk, measure my reward. I'm going to get in right here because if it breaks that VWAP, okay, I know I'm on a downtrend. I'm just going to cut my losses somewhere around here. If not, it has nothing to do but to go up. Let it go up. Great. Oh, we hit a wall. So it tried to break, it tried to break that level of resistance right there, got tested, got stopped out, and it came right back down and started to get a little choppy. But then, what I say, let your winners win. If it didn't break my original plan of breaking the VWAP, yeah, it touched it a little bit right here. But like I said, I'm not gonna do it right exactly at the VWAP. I give it a little bit of cushion. This happens a lot of times where it goes underneath it, as you can see. I get a little bit of cushion. Boom, hit it, went right back on up. And as you can see, as it was going back up, what the MACD and the RSI was turning up. So I'm like, okay, great. Now at this point, it broke again the previous high. So I'm saying, okay, great, that's perfect. Let it ride for a little bit, locking in a little bit of profit there. Now, what do? Let that winner win. And as I seen it was coming back down here and it was coming back down, I said, okay, let me just go ahead and close the rest of the position. Boom, close it. Then I believe I jumped back in it again because volume started picking up some more. And then I got in right here and got out. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, as the indicators change, indicate, and you know what they are and you know what they're going to do, then you're gonna know when to enter and when to exit. And you guys, this is all these indicators and everything are on your Webull platform. Even on your Thinkorswim today too. I believe who was it? Brent. Brent and Michael was talking in the chat room, and they were discussing the super trend indicator. It shows up on a mobile platform as well too. Point of traveling and trading. I don't want you being stuck behind a desk having to do this. You could do this on your phone. It takes like a few minutes to set up. If you don't know how to set it up, look at that YouTube video I put on how to set up your super trend. I'll do some more videos on that. In fact, you guys have made it to the point where I'm gonna have to probably do like a freaking course and show you guys, walk you through this. I mean, I know it's a lot of information out there and a lot of noise. Um, Trust me, I know. I've shifted through it for years, and a lot of things that are being left out that are on it that makes you think that you can just easily do this. Yeah, it is easy, but it's going to take practice. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to do this over and over and over again. You don't even do it with your real money. Do it with paper trading. For you guys that are in the chat room and playing the alerts with your real money, I mean, that's great. You're banking. That's perfect. But I hope you're learning something. That's the purpose of this. And like I said, I am in the process of getting some more stuff together. Um, because if you're signing up for the alerts and you're not making money, what's the point of it, right? So I want you to at least have some resources as well too, so that way even if you do sign up and don't need the alerts anymore, you at least got that knowledge and some resources out of it. I'm trying to make this as valuable as I can for you guys. That's why everything is so so cheap, like Michael was saying earlier in the chat room. Like, I mean, I don't, this isn't my source of income. Trading is my job. I'm in the trenches with you guys. This is why you don't see me chatting a lot, because I'm too busy focusing on the trade, or I'm out and about doing things and trading at the same time. But I'm trying to give you guys the same type of resources as well. Okay, so study up. If you banked today, I mean, congrats. It was a good call. I probably should start checking Reddit pages and everything too for those kind of catalysts. But congrats for you guys who did bank. If you didn't play today, that's fine. You don't need to trade every day. I tell you guys that all the time. Okay, you don't need to trade every day. Stop forcing trades. Let it come to you. We all sat on our hands until about 11 o'clock. We've been up since like what, pre-market. A lot of you guys, I mean, it happens. You're not going to have a trade every single day, and even if there are things going on every single day, it's probably not going to fit your criteria. Um, Reading your charts. Learn to read your charts. This is a simple cup and handle right here. you know this. You should know this. If you read in the files in the file section of the Facebook group, it says it right there. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. As far as your entries and exits, trade with the plan. Stick to that plan. If the trade is not going your way, get out. Take that loss, move on. Another trade will come. Don't get too hung up on it. If you felt like you needed to bag hold and become an investor on this stock, don't do it. And of course that I'll talk about that a lot of times, but just don't do it. Take your loss and move on. And if you're holding that bag, the reason why is more than likely because you got too emotional with this trade. One and two, you probably put yourself in a position where you're betting too many shares. You need to scale down. If you're betting 1,000 shares on a stock at $3, you're betting $3,000, and you're afraid when it goes down to like 2,000, you need to hold on to it and hope it comes back. The moment you're hoping, you're done. I'm just going to tell you that right now, point blank, period. You're done. Because the odds of it going back to where it was is slim to none. Again, these are momentum stocks. So when you go in with a trade, instead of going in with that 1,000 shares at $3, you need to go in at 300 shares at $3. Scale it back because you'll feel more comfortable with either setting up your plan or waiting for the outcome. And some people trade too early as an emotion. I mean, a lot of times I know you guys saw that. Oh, you jumped into trade, you cut your losses early because you thought it wasn't going your way, and it came right back, right? Mm-hmm. Happens a lot. So if you scale your trade to where you can manage your emotion, it'll be a lot easier for you to stick to your plan. Stop trading with so much. These type of plays happen all the time. The FOMO you're having is a figment of your imagination. There's been several times, guys, that these stocks have ran exponentially, and this is before Wall Street bets got hot with all this stuff. I mean, this is way back when these things are happening, and these will continue to happen. That's just how the market is. Okay, so hope this helps you guys. I got to get out of here. Hope this guys hope this helps you guys. Like I said, I got some more stuff coming for you guys in the chat room. Since you guys are asking so much, I will begin to do this course. I'm still, that's going to take some time. The Learning Lounge will be open up shortly. I got a lot of things going on, but again, this that I'm doing for you guys, this is just my free time. I do not have to do this stuff. You got to understand, I do not have to do this stuff, but I'm doing it because I want you guys to, be able to progress, get better, and make some money. That's what we're here to do. But again, put the money aside. Worry about getting your trades right. You should be happy if you know, trade 5 shares for $5 and you made a gain on it because you stuck to your plan. Forget the amount. Worry about the fact that you got your trade right, and everything else will come afterwards. Okay. That was a big game changer for me when I first started doing this. I was always focused about, oh, the money, the money, the money. I want the money. No, get the trade right. The money will come later. The money is just a result of what you're doing right. Do this right. All right. If you guys have any questions, you can message me. I'll get to them as soon as I can. You're better off like at me in the post because 9 times out of 10 your stuff is gonna go to my spam because I'm getting hundreds of messages a day. But yeah, I'm here if you need me. You guys in the chat room, let's get to it tomorrow, and I'll talk to y'all later.